Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. And before we dive into today's Kiki, which is Kyle Richards doubling down on the fact that she did not set up her sister, Kathy Hilton, regarding her alleged Aspen meltdown and psychotic break, and subsequently all of the things that were leaked to the press and to the media that allegedly came from Erica Girardi's PR camp. But before we dive in, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a kiki is always better with community. And don't forget to check out our description box down below and shop our love collection. And don't forget about that super thanks if you feel so inclined. So with that, let's dive right on in. So, you guys, as we know, there has been allegations and speculations, and I am a part of that camp. Again, everything's alleged and rumored and opinion based, but it is my personal opinion. I'm not saying it's fact, because people are out here suing bloggers and YouTubers. So let me keep all my ducks in a row. It is my opinion that Kyle was in on the setup. And we've talked about this. I think that Kyle gave Lisa and Erica the green light to make Kathy look bad, to leak things to the press. But I think that Kyle thought it would just be leaking stuff about Kathy saying mean things about Kyle, Kathy saying mean things about Mauricio, Kathy saying mean things about Kyle's family, about how she's going to take her down, this, that, and the third, so that Kyle could play her favorite role, which is the role of victim. She can make Kathy look like this horrible, mean big sister, how she says how she thinks everybody in her family hates her, and she could play victim. She can cry, she can have her anxiety, she can have her, knots in her throats, all this and that. And this is no way to disrespect anybody who actually suffers from anxiety. I'm not saying she doesn't, and it's no disrespect to people who do suffer from it. You guys get what I'm saying. I'm just making a point. Okay. She wanted to play the victim, and she wanted Kathy out. Kathy was quickly a fan favorite. Kathy's making a big check, and Kathy just gets to be a friend of pop in, promote her tequila, and pop right on out, and we love her for it. The jealousy is there. There has been decades of deep-rooted family issues when it comes to Kyle, Kim, and Kathy. That's no secret. Then we thought that Lisa and Erica Renna were like, oh, okay, well, Kyle, you want us to do your dirty work, so you can stay the HBIC, the number one diamond in charge. Yet we're doing all the dirty work and we're the ones judging up all the drama. Let's take this opportunity. Because just like Kyle said in the season finale, she used that exact word. She said, oh, they took the opportunity to use Kathy to deflect from Erica. And I think that's exactly what they did. I think Kyle set it up for the Kathy takedown so she could look like the victim and Kathy looked like the bad guy. But then Lisa and Erica were like, well, what did we get out of this deal? Erica's like, well, you know what? I could use some deflection. I'm tired of talking about these earrings. I'm tired of talking about all these lawsuits. I'm tired of talking about all these victims. I could use some deflection. What's the one story that would deflect from me allegedly being implicated in defrauding actual victims, burn victims, orphans, and widows? What would distract from that story? Oh, let's call Kathy Hilton a racist. Let's call her a homophobe. Let's do that. That will deflect from what's going on with Erica. Lisa Rinna was like, well, you know what? My contract's coming up, guys. I need a storyline. I need some drama. I want to play victim too. So let's go and tell everybody that Kathy Hilton had this alleged psychotic break. This is a woman who is in her 60s. She's a grandmother with neuropathy, Let's just say she's out here jumping up and down on her own glasses that she needs to read, banging on walls in a house where Mauricio is allegedly sleeping at, yet he does not wake up. And I do not call for help. Let's make that up. Let's just say she has this psychotic break to make me the victim. I can say I have PTSD. And, me, Lisa, Erica, and Kyle, we can all ride off into the sunset off of the back of Kathy. We all get to play victim and we all get to deflect from our own fraud and no storyline having selves. Kyle wants to come out and say, "Nope, wasn't me. I wasn't a part of it. I had nothing to do with it." Even though we already saw that unseen footage where she's laughing with Erica and she's not laughing with Erica. She's basically telling Erica to shut up and not tell it. She goes, "That's a private conversation." And it comes out that she was saying to Erica she was happy it was coming out and she wanted it all to come out. So which is it, Kyle? Pick a side. But this is what she said according to an interview she did with Insider. It goes like this. Kyle Richards denies knowing anything about a Kathy Hilton quote setup. Kyle Richards says she does not know if there was a plot to set up her sister Kathy Hilton on season 12 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I've never been told by anyone ever to set anybody up, so I'm not sure where that came from, she told Insider in an interview. Hilton accused housewives Erica Jane and Lisa Rinna of conspiring against her. She said everybody knows about the alleged plot against her when approached by TMZ at the Beverly Hills restaurant La Scala earlier in October. I had people from the show telling me that this was a setup the whole time by these two girls, she continued. All right. Side note before I go on with the conversation. I believe everything Kathy is saying, and I also believe that production did tell her there was a setup. Don't forget that we already exposed, and I can link that video below. Don't forget that we already exposed that Lisa Rinna, I'll say allegedly, but we have the receipts. Lisa Rinna allegedly brought the 818 tequila as basically a prop. So she brought the empty bottle to the hat shop where they were having like the drinks and the hat shopping and everything. She brought it there and gave it to the bartender. As we saw in the actual bottle, it was basically just like a little bit of water in it, and that was the alleged shot. As we broke it down and debunked, the tequila, I believe it's the Reposado tequila, it's actually this sort of caramel color. It's like a very straw caramel color, and it's like a medium body. It's not clear. So whatever was in that 818 tequila bottle was not the actual tequila. And then the bartender even came out on Instagram calling out Lisa Rinna, saying, "No, Lisa Rinna, like we don't even carry 818 tequila. Lisa Rinna brought that in, essentially now that we've seen everything go down to set Kathy up, to piss her off and to make her, pop off because she's there, she's thinking, "Oh, this is so nice and so sweet. We're going to do a tasting of my tequila. This is really nice." And then it gets really just sort of thrown in her face with Lisa Rinna then being like, I want my friend Kendall Jenner's 818 tequila. Like, oh, shut up, Rinna. Just shut up. And that was all a setup. And production must have known. Production must have known. So I believe Kathy when she's saying, no, people are telling me there were moments and there were things that were, setting me up to pop off and to go off so that they could have something to run and go tell the press with and exaggerate and exploit. Same thing with the bunk bed situation. That was clearly a setup. The way Erica and Lisa and Dorit and Kyle were all looking at each other and sort of snickering at each other, you know that they already had a conversation about let's put Kathy in the bunk beds. Let's put her in the shitty room. It was obvious. Okay, let's keep going. Kyle then says, I didn't have that conversation. I don't know. I can't speak for them, said Richards. Okay, now Kyle is clearly trying to throw Lisa Rinna and Erica Jane Girardi under the bus. Basically being like, my name is Bennett and I ain't in it. I didn't talk to them about it. I don't know what they did. I don't know what they were doing because, again, all of the receipts that are coming out have been against Lisa Rinna and Erica Jane Girardi, calling into question Erica's story about the homophobic slur Kathy allegedly said. That kind of quickly got debunked. The DJ has since come out and said that never happened. Other people at the Caribou Club have spoken out. People who went to the Caribou Club and talked to the people there, they've spoken out, and not a single person has corroborated anything Erica or Lisa Rinna has said. Not a single person. So everything is pointing to the fact that Lisa Rinna and Erica Jane are lying, and they did do these stunts to set up Kathy. Now, Kyle, on the other hand, Although we may believe she did, she's kind of getting out without any concrete evidence other than common sense, logic, and that unseen footage that got leaked. Okay, Richards goes on to say that she did not say her sister was lying and noted that Hilton is not the first person on the show to accuse others of plotting against them or report hearing of plots against them. I mean, duh, Lisa Vanderpump, that was a plot. Yolanda with Puppygate, Yolanda Hadid, that was a plot with Munchausen syndrome. Kim Richards, that was a plot. Kim is close to death. There were tons of plots, tons. Not just on Beverly Hills, but on other franchises as well. That's for another video. But come on. Then it goes on to say, through these 12 years of being on the show, many people have said they were set up. They felt set up or they were told they were set up, said the OG housewife, who is the only remaining original cast member in the franchise. Faye Resnick, a former cast member on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, was not at Hilton's side as at Hilton's side as she spoke. Resnick did not contradict her statements. Rinna said she found Hilton's behavior in Aspen abusive during part 3 of the season 12 reunion. The cast took a trip where it was reported that Hilton had a meltdown before the season airing. Andy Cohen confirmed that this happened off camera and there is no existing footage of the incident. Lisa Rinna, girl bye. Girl bye, girl bye, go back, girl bye. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you believe Kyle when she says that she was not in on the setup against her sister? Or do you think, no, it doesn't make sense? You know, Kyle must have given Lisa Rinna and Erica Jane and, you know, by proxy, Diana and the rest of the lackeys, Teddy, you know, Teddy on her podcast has been tearing Kathy Hilton apart, you know, during the season, after the season, the whole time. And we all know Teddy is just Kyle's mouthpiece. So do you think, no, there's no way Teddy, there's no way Lisa. And again, Lisa always says, I'm just having Kyle's back. I'm just having my friend's back. AKA, I'm only saying what Kyle told me to say. I'm just having her back. I'm just doing her bidding, right? So what do you think? Do you think that this is Kyle trying to clean up her act? Do you think that this is Kyle trying to separate herself from looking bad? Do you think that this is damage control? Because as we all know, Mauricio's show, Buying Beverly Hills, on Netflix is in, you know, it's in boycott zone. It's in danger. It's on the chopping block, you know. Will it last? Will it won't last? I'm not sure. So put it down below what you guys think. But before you do, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also be sure to share this with a friend because a kiki is always better with community. And don't forget to check out our description box down below and shop our love collection. And if you feel so inclined, send a girl a little super thanks. With that, you guys, I'll see you later. Bye!
Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor, and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and join the conversation on Instagram @Candy Washington. Let's go!